A good, great morning, guys, and welcome to the realest thing coming out of Guyana to the world. Yeah, well, here now, just before I come on there, I had to sink and muster my energy because I am in a state presently, physically. And this morning, when I was coming down, I was thinking, I have never felt so wholesome. So, again, my body is going through a lot after being 3 days without water. I ain't telling you about a little sip. I ain't telling you about try a thing, and you know if I tell you something, it's the. You understand? I've been through a lot. I've been exercising per normal. I go for my 5 mile walk in the afternoon. I've been working per normal, and I'm going to tell you the kind of changes my body is going through. So, mentally, I'm fully well aware of what's going on and all the changes in my body. I'm feeling that. And that is the only difference. I'm not feeling drained. I'm not feeling frustrated. Mentally, I am more aware of everything that's going on within my body. Right? Now, I've never felt this way. I have been dehydrated to the stage that my lips crack up. Bear in mind, I'm also in a dehydrated state presently because it can't be anything else if you don't have or use water or liquids for 3 days. And I'm in 3 days now. My throat dry. When I talking to you, saliva barely coming. My urine is yellow. That means as the kidneys try to reuse and use and reuse whatever liquid is left in my body, it's coming down. You understand? It's bringing out everything to the max. So we started, and let me show you that. So we started at, I think, 224 pounds, if I'm correct. And right now, these are the pounds that I have. When I woke up this morning, immediately, I had 210 pounds. And then I went into the washroom, did number 1 and number 2, and came out back and weighed again. And I lost about a pound in waist. Right? So in cleansing the body. So today, at about 12 o'clock, I'll be coming off of my water fast. I'll be drinking the Blue Spring water. It's just good, clean, nice tasting water. So I'll start with that between 11 and 12 o'clock today. And I'll be putting in some pink Himalayan salt because it's the closest I have to natural salts. The Celtic sea salt is a good salt with about 84 minerals in it. Because the salt we use sodium we use, is a bleached product. It doesn't have anything of value in it. The sodium we always use for cooking, so it doesn't have anything of any value in it. So I will be using this with a little bit of salt. I'll start today at about 11, 12 o'clock. And then I'll go on with my diet for as long as I see fit. I'm looking at my weight. My ideal goal and target would be, so in terms of waste in my body, maybe I got about half a pound of waste more in my body. It's been 3 days now completing 3 days. And as soon as I start using liquids again, start using water, just black coffee, black tea, and I mightn't even go in using black coffee and tea until the weekend. It's going to be water with a little bit of salt inside, so this can go right into my cells, immediately into my cells. My body can start absorbing this water. And then It's a case where my body is going to start flushing all the toxicity that has built up within. Because what liquids do in your body, what water does, what H2O does in your body is move things around. How your nutrients move, how everything moves in your body, water. That's how important it is. And a lot of people don't drink the physical water, don't drink a bottled water. But the body has the capability to take out water from anything. If you eat watermelon, 90% of watermelon is water. So if you eat watermelon, the body pulls out the water, H2 out of it, and it circulates in your body. It helps it move in your red blood cells. It move in your blood cells. It helps with the temperature in the body. Water helps with everything. It helps with activating down to the molecular structure in your body, the cells in your body. I talking to you. Froth is in the back of my mouth. Well, I got some people be frothing when they're talking normal and the belly full with water. Yes, sir. So I don't know what that is. So let me go through some of our fans this morning. Sally Jones. Oh, Jesus Christ. Some of these names. Pamela, good morning. So what's been going on with me and how am I feeling? I did 10 push-ups this morning when I came off the bed just now. Last night, I had a problem sleeping. So that's one of the massive shifts in my normal habits that I notice. Could be two problems. It could be how my body feels. You can't have problems sleeping if you're tired. Normally I do. Yesterday I had some rest during the day. But also yesterday, to make sure I do not become dehydrated in my sleep last night, as a matter of fact, to make sure I don't become dehydrated, because you gotta study these things. Even in breathing, your body uses moisture from within. Your lungs is one of the most moist areas in your body. Hello, good morning. Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am all right. Can I call you back, or were you calling into my live program?
When did I call? No, I was just calling you
Well,
to
since
ask
you're
you a few things.
okay, but since you're here and you are a fitness buff, I think you should stay on. And for my viewers, this
Oh,
is one of my followers from the UK. You don't get catch, you can't come off. This is one of my
oh
followers
no.
from the UK. Just talk. Don't play shame here. So
Oh
I
my
am
goodness.
at 209 pounds as we speak. And have you attained your fitness trainer certificate?
Not as yet, but I'm really close. I'm almost there.
Beautiful. So guys, you're talking to somebody that, and although she's very private with her life, she is very beautiful, very fit, lives in the UK. So giving you a little snippets, and is working on getting her fitness. Is what are you doing? Tell me what it is exactly.
Level 2, level 2 and level 3 in becoming a personal trainer.
Beautiful personal trainer. I have been doing since I went to the UK and we met. I was fasting when I was in the UK. I was on a certain
I
diet,
remember.
as a matter of fact.
Yes.
So I have lost 78 pounds so far.
That's amazing.
Yes. And I do a 5-mile walk, which is equivalent to about 10,000 steps in the afternoon, most afternoons. Presently, I'm going through my 3rd day of a dry fast. Do you know what a dry fast is?
Okay. That means no water, no liquid.
Roger that. Nothing at all. So today, 12 o'clock, it's going to complete 3 days exactly. I have introduced these lifestyle changes in my life for a better, healthier living. Tell me something. how has a better, healthier living worked for you in your life? Can you tell the viewers so it's not about me alone?
Well, personally, it helped me physically, mentally. I didn't like how I looked, and I started working out, and it's helped me tremendously. My body is so much fitter. I love how I feel. I love how I look. I love that I'm able to pick anything up because I've gained some strength over the past years. I'm not just doing this because I want to look a certain way. I'm doing this because as I get older, I want to be able to climb stairs. I want to be able to do certain things. I don't want to, I'm trying to prevent bone density. I'm trying to prevent all these heart disease. You know, prevention is better than cure. So I'm trying to make myself a healthier person as I get older.
What is your diet like?
I eat anything and everything, but in moderation. Very, very moderation. Like I would eat rice, so I would like to rotate my rice. I would not have rice today. This morning I had a protein bagel, 2 eggs, avocado, and a coffee. And for lunch, I'm gonna have some stew chicken, mashed potatoes, and some broccoli. And dinner, I don't know, something light. I try to like get all the varieties of vegetables. I do consume carbs and lots of protein and lots of water. And I walk a lot, 10,000, 17,000 steps a day, and I work out 4 days a week.
Do you feel bogged down with your life, or this has become a new bright life for you?
No, not at all. I love it. I love my lifestyle now.
Okay, okay. Because some people think it's it's kind of a bog down, but since I've started doing this, like this morning I'm coming down, and while I speak to you, my in my mouth there's dry froth because I am
Yes,
becoming
your
to
body's
some extent
dehydrated.
dehydrated at this time. But I can tell
Yes.
you, I have never felt so pure in my life.
That's good.
I have never felt so good after a great meal, after some of the most amazing meals, nice steak, all the things that I like. I have never felt so good. Now, they got many days I drink something, eat something, I feel good. But I don't feel like waking up in the morning and going down and doing 10 push-ups. I start doing 10 push-ups, anything. I go to the office yesterday, talk to them a little bit, come outside, stand up in the sun, do 10 push-ups. I wake up this morning, go to do a 10 push-ups. You understand? Naturally, I've started integrating that in my life. I start feeling a
Strength.
hunger to test my strength. And imagine at this stage, you're 3 day in, not only fasting, but a dry fast. And I must say, I'm no doctor. I'm not recommending this to anybody. Even if I recommend dieting or a diet plan to you, it will not include a dry fast. I can tell you, last night in my bed, I lie down and I'm thinking, if I were to die in my sleep, I crank up the AC.
Oh my God.
I crank up the AC to make sure that I don't get a heat stroke in my sleep because it's me and Paul alone in this place. And nobody comes and check on me in my room. They would just find out that I pass out in the morning. It is so serious, the extent
It
that I'm
is, and
pushing
it's
my
not
body to.
sustainable. It's not sustainable for a long term. So
The,
be mindful and listen to your body.
so here now, since we're here, it's not to say you're not on social media, but you're just not on a grand scale. Send a photo that is worthy of me posting, and let me show them who we talking to and what it really means to be fit. Send a photo. We can talk later.
Okay.
A nice
All right.
photo.
Take care.
Safe. So there's one of my followers and supporters out to the UK, and you're gonna see what it means to live. And we met up when I went to the UK, and she always check up on me to know what I'm doing, how things are going with me. Guyanese gal in the UK. So, yeah. No, I'm telling you, I would recommend fasting any day. I would not recommend dry fasting like the way I am doing it. I'm pushing my body to extremes to be able to tell you what can happen and what can't happen. You Google dry fasting. certified, qualified doctors will tell you, do not fudge around this thing. Not in those exact words, but you get the message. Dry fasting. And I sit down and I think about my opponents, my enemies, my competitors. And I ask myself, if they know who they're dealing with, if they know why I'm a success. Last night, I was in my bed. So I tell you, the only difference I had since I've started the dry fast, last night, I received a lot of calls after yesterday morning video with the independent women. A set of women who I don't think fall into the category of independent women, but might fall into the category of ignorant women. Call. So when you're calling it, one time I ask you, what do you think I meant by independent women? No, they say, you go and look it up. I said, no, if you getting into argument, you got to tell me why me you getting into this argument. What context do you think I was speaking about independent women in? But we ain't going to talk about it here anymore. We're going straight over to the man gave it. And we're going to have women on. Right? So, I couldn't tell you last night now. So I started sleeping about 8 o'clock, a little early. I normally sleep about 9, goes to 10, 11 sometimes. And then I start getting these calls. But normally if I wake up and I answer a call, I answer all my calls. But once I wake up, I answer a call. And then I go back to bed, I sleep right away. So, I get in like a little half an hour to sleep. I have to watch a video and all these things. I do not know if it's as a result of me cranking up the AC to 16. Right? I don't know. And so much changes in your body. I've been checking my breath, right? But sometimes you can't even smell your own breath because it is within you. So you wouldn't get the same smell. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, ma'am. Please turn down the volume in the background. Turn off whatever you're listening to. You talk directly to me on the phone.
Yes, hello?
Yes, ma'am.
This is Siraj. I'm calling from Borbis. I'm calling concerned with transport. I'm asking you for help. This is the time, long years, I'm calling every time I go in and saying, come back, and the same situation.
So you bought a property from who, and who do you expect to give you transport?
This is the way call it, the government, the land them was selling.
Ministry of Housing?
Yes.
Which area did you buy a house lot in?
Plantation Hope, Borbis.
Hope Borbis?
Settlement. Yeah.
Okay, and Anta, now you can get do you have a document, a receipt?
No, yes, I have a sales.
Please send all of that to me on WhatsApp and I'll see how I could get assistance for you.
And the receipt I pay.
Please send all of your documents on WhatsApp and I will see how I can get some help for you.
Oh, thank you very much.
You are most welcome, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
So, damn, girl! So, let me post the photo. The individual that we were talking to just now, who was on the phone, lives for fitness. So this is the person we were talking to on the phone just now. And she basically lives for fitness. She lives in the UK. This is a Guyanese woman, by the way. And she works at a makeup store, but lives and breed fitness, right? So when you hear, and she's actually working on her being a fitness trainer, right? Yeah. So all the people, and why I show you is that some people come and say, oh, I think and I help. No, 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 no. Hard work and dedication gets you there. I can tell you. I've gone off on this fitness thing. This is not what you got to do. You got to come up with a 5-year plan. I am telling you, you're not going to make it to do what I do. I am telling you, there's no doctor who's going to recommend that you stay away from water for 3 days. And I wouldn't recommend it. If I am in a mental state that last night, I turned up the AC in the hope that I do not dehydrate and get a heat stroke in my sleep, you could imagine the crazy extreme I'm on right now. In the month of Ramadan, dry fasting is done for 12 hours. You understand? This 3-day dry fast, what you're doing, is the extreme. If a doctor would recommend it, they wouldn't recommend it. People die after not having water for 3 days. It ain't no joke. Organs in your body start giving up. Oh, one other side effect. I went off 2 times yesterday. I think at the really high end of off, as you guys know, I go off constantly. I would just go off from 0 to 100 and 0 to violence in no time. Under 5 seconds. Yesterday, the first instance is I have had a cordial relationship with Yokohama Trading, like I now have with the government of Guyana and a lot of businesses. So what happens? When somebody call with a problem, instead of bashing somebody, I would call the company and say, "Man, here, help us get this thing started out." Because me bashing people and not getting the problem solved is just for me fame. It's 5 minutes and it's done. I want to solve the problem. So Yokohama Trading and me had a relationship like that. I sent for buy 2 vehicles for them. One for the RFC, one for Tepui Group. A Nissan Note and a Toyota Rush. 2 vehicles one time. Do go through all the process. Right? One pay 800 something thousand, another one pay $1 million upon. Maybe $1,050,000 something like that in the Toyota Rush. I come in here Sunday morning. Now the CEO for TBN tell them, Mr. Rodriguez, it's TBN, they know. One registering to Tepui Group, one registering to TBN. They know it's who thing. They know how I stay. I go for move the vehicles in the yard. They Paul do the parking lot at the back and so. So I go for move the vehicle. I get the vehicle drive. I feel the rush front going like the fucking front falling off. A brand new vehicle. So I call, I say, care back this vehicle and get these people. Because this kind of, if you selling a vehicle to the Guyanese Critic, a man who to some extent could be scanning, will call you a madman and all kind of thing. And don't got no cool mind and respect to nobody. You ain't gonna check the vehicle properly first? Knowing that's gonna call you steady and tell you about other people's problem. Right? You ain't gonna check the vehicle first? AC now walk, the bottom front feel like it fall. I say, here, are you help me out here, partner? Because I feel, here, this thing get into my head again. Because I don't really take this kind of disrespect. I go to a man, let's show y'all. Let's show y'all what me people get wrong. TBN. I can show y'all what me people get wrong. Oh, I got some other pictures I want to show y'all. I can give y'all a little sneak peek and I can leak out something to y'all, is where it coming from. So I'm going to my WhatsApp and I'll show you. I'm going to show you all just now. So, I say, man, I think it is disrespect. Like, I said the Guyanese critic now. But what happened? It's my own fault. I used to extend a common courtesy for them. What I gotta do anytime anybody tell me about Yokohama trading? I think Tracy. I sent people there, you know. When I go for buy PAB 5000, I go there. When I see the old car they try to give me, I go to Best Buy and buy me car, man. I said, partner, yeah, I can't be serious. You can't even show me a car. We're really showing me buy. Anybody come, I say Yokohama trading. Now, first thing they charge me 2 point something million for Nissan. No, them thing I sell for 1.8 and then because I say cash me out. Tell me how is the interest, and I say, all right. Those were extended to me. I take in. You understand? So yes, I say, man, here, take back the rush. Me want to fix up thing. Me and neighbor them headache. Long time I try with all kind of old things. When you pay your money, you want something. And a man like me would has extended a common courtesy to a company like Yokohama. I expect the same in return. You understand? But it's me fault. Common courtesy obviously don't carry you no way. You understand? Anybody call with any issue is morning live. Because imagine I got to go and learn myself that is the whole thing I am selling people. You understand? And I send people there. And when people got problem, they call me, call and say, partner, please look into this problem. Start people call back and say the matter solved. For I got go. Forget thing with the fudging front dropping out. It's me fault. I got deal with it like I always deal with everybody else. So I called them, I said, man, I driving coming from yesterday. Right? From over the river, gone and check the road. I call, I said, man, oh yeah, partner, and I lose it. I think there's one of the side effects of the diet or whatever, right? I lose it and I holler to the top of my voice. They call back in about 5 minutes. I said, Pat, because I tell him, me want the rush, me want to fix back, take the money, put it per note, the overcharge note, and tell me what's the difference. It says 372, I pay the difference and I done with y'all. Me want to torn payment and them thing with them, banner. Me want to tie up with them, banner. You understand? I can deal with them totally different. I mean, no secret. I tell you yesterday, I cuss and trip the fudge out. It's so serious that me throat hot. I feel like me throat rip inside. You understand? So that's one of the side effects of this diet. I thought I'd have been more calm. Now 2 times it happened for yesterday. Yesterday I done it in this afternoon. Winston come. Now Winston is one of the biggest cheering I got around me. So we got some bids for sending. This is important. We run into NIS. We run all about the place. Yesterday going to the office at Providence. Check and see. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your live finished?
No, I'm still on my live. You want to say something?
No.
Yeah. So, what is content? What do you mean for live? You can't look and see if the live finish or it didn't finish. What kind of So I'm telling you, Winston now. Now, this is big business. I put in for some bids. I spend hundreds of millions of dollars in equipment for these kind of jobs. Winston tell me yesterday, oh shucks, I ain't get for carrying the bids. Partner! You want to know? I go off again. Then when I done, imagine me lock up in a room that nobody's supposed to hear. I suppose the whole of Queenstown hear I cussing. Right? Here what he can tell me. This big kindergarten kid. This I can't call it nothing else. The bid was extended. You don't necessarily have to carry yesterday. It was extended. They were making carry. This time I don't dig some cussy. Yeah, I just go off. Because I went to the office, take a picture with the bid, watching the thing. I said, all of this pack, I see the thing pack up. I want to know why you think gone yet, because I know most of the time bids is the day we're going is close after 9 o'clock. Right? I want to know why you think gone yet. You see when he tell me, oh shucks, with a face like it's a sad situation, right? Banner, me know how you just check costs, if it's in milliliter, liter, if it's in volume, if it's speed, if it's in shape, how you check costs, but how the costs them come out. Yeah, I tell you, that well, he start cost too, right? I say, right? I dare you say. I said, but you's a big jackass, that's what it is. Yeah, I say. Before you come and say, well, we get an extended date, the bidding coming. He created suspense like it's a horror movie. We there in. And, right? Well, I got the good news and I got bad news. Which way you want first? Just bring the fudging news. You understand? So, alright, let me show you how we're going out here. Show them. This is the buy where the buy used to be. Inside scoop. Right? When I started this is with intent, eh? It wasn't accidental. You see my face? You see the shape of my face? My face finer even with beard on right now. You see the shape of my face? Sugars. When you come off of sugars, it's the. Right? You see how all my hand be fat? You see? Right? You see the belly there? You will see a vast difference. Now, so let me tell you about Yokohama. You see the thing there? That's the new addition to Tepui. Right? It's a bulldozer. A D6 bulldozer. $29 million. I just got picked up. $29 million. Guy Tracker is by a lot of me heavy duty equipment I buy from Guy Track. Got picked up. While we driving, going in yesterday, a problem occur. I call him and I said, take off the hose and bring it. Right, pick up. You understand? I go Yokohama. They giving me a thing, we even value the thing. This is the courtesy they extend to me. Tell me about the interest and all kind of thing. And then one and the bottom falling out. And expect for I got me cool with them. After I call them and the I go and pick up $29 million. And at the time I picked up, me had 29 cents. That is the courtesy that is extended to me by companies who show me respect as body I there. If I a little late, I call you and tell you, a little late. The money come in ministry and pay me or something. You understand? So when them banner want to know why I tripping with the disrespect, like a blob, somebody say I was like a blob. Yes, like a blob. Right? So this is a D6. There's a D6 bulldozer. Just brand new addition to Pui Group, and gone. There's a work site, a diamond. It just gone into. By the way, let me find out if it's up and operational. Did you have any advice for me regards this situation? Good morning. I gotta follow up with though. Oh, somebody, the person who called just wanted to know if I still in the live. They're not seeing the live. Okay. You must be blocked. There are female engineers working in Guyana who build roads, and there are lots of Guyanese women here, and I live who have construction companies. Seriously, maybe women in Guyana have gotten to the stage of yet. No. No, but this even the educated women miss the point of what I was talking about. Women who touting themselves as independent. Even educated women miss it. Good morning, Critic. I must commend you for the dedication and determination to achieve your goal and your health. Keep up the good work. I got Ralph UK. So I got shared with everybody. I ain't doing this. Why y'all think I'm doing this for me alone? Why you believe I'm doing the physical test myself? Yesterday I go and forget a fitness trainer for tighten up this belly skin here, you know. And then I said, no, you test everything and know what is the best, and then you produce it to people. And remember, everybody is different. So I would have to now sit with you and recommend something specifically for you. You understand? And I'm going to do a course of that, understand the anatomy of the body, get a better understanding of the body, how the body works, because I'm having that physical understanding now, but you need to have the theoretical, I have the practical understanding, but I need to go through the theory. I need to sit with different doctors and get different advice before I could give you advice on what best to do for yourself, right? So one of the other things we have this morning to look at is this happened yesterday somewhere in the Buxton area. And what's going on here? We have no audio. The bun is F thing.
Did you drive it in the car still?
So people were taking it as joke, but if you look at this position of this horse in the car.
Thank God the driver's okay. The driver there right. He does something without George. He there right there.
So the driver, thankfully, lucky to be alive.
Hey, big boy. Thank God, boy. You got next chance.
Man, jump at the police station. I get it for somebody. Yeah, so I never see this in my whole life.
This roof, boy.
New car syndrome.
Did you drive it in the car still?
So the horse sitting in the driving seat, dead by the way. You could imagine the impact.
I did, man. Thank God the driver's okay. The driver there right. He does something without George. He there right there. Thank God the driver's okay.
The car is total.
Big boy. Thank God, boy. You got next chance.
We all glad for you, brother. We all glad for you. We all glad for you. I'm thankful. Because too many times I go on them scenes though and see loss of life. The other day, a banner driving, the banner was manager at one of the units at the Jarshang Hospital, driving full speed, run off the road and kill himself at Liliandale, just outside the COVID hospital. Right? So, I'm glad for you, brother. Can we get any calls this morning? Where is my weight? So let me tell you, my weight is at 209. And I'll be drinking some saline water. Right? And I start with just some natural water. Get the stomach activated again. And again, this hazer is a medium shirt that I had. And the medium becoming large on me now. Right? That's where I go. My goal for fat loss is going to take me to 200 pounds. Because I'm going to be doing some lifting, heavy lifting and so on. So when you build muscle, it's going to bring me back to about 215 pounds. But I know, you remember you got fat, visceral fat, you understand? You got fat in visceral between the organs and so on. I want to get rid of all of that. My purpose for fasting is getting rid of most of my fat. I want to keep a percentage of body fat because 1 pound of fat is equivalent to about 3,500 calories. So in fasting mode, like let's go and look at what was my, let's go to the page and look at what's my, what was my weight yesterday. So we do a comparative analysis. Why is the page taking so long to load? What the fuck is wrong with this thing? All right, so I'm on the page. Show the page completely and put me up in the corner. We got a new Sashin is off on his vacation. Sashin has served us well for a year so far, so he's off on vacation. And so when you come to our page, you got you know, the different advertisers. You got BM Suit and you got the different things, gizmos and gadgets, comfort, sleep, Innovation America, Kisoons, Puran Brothers, Ganesh Spare Parts, who is also Infinity and sell Sisson's paint. You got the water, and this is the only water that I drink. I'm very loyal, by the way. If you support me, I'm 100% with you. So you got Blue Spring water, and there's all over the place. You go in any shop, you ask for Blue Spring water. We got Sylvie's, got the things for poultry farms. You got Essequibo Tours, A Alien Sons. There's some. So yesterday I was at my last weight yesterday morning when I did before and after number 1 and number 2. It would have been 214.6. So let's do how much weight I've lost in the day. And I'm not dry fasting. I'm not recommending to anybody. It could be life threatening. Your organs would shut down if you don't know what you're doing. You gotta be very careful. And I'm gonna tell you what is the process for me after. And I'm gonna be doing the drinking the water with a little salt and everything, because it's only liquids I'll be doing. And then maintaining my fast, a liquid fast. I'll be maintaining that fast for whatever time it is. I don't know if I'm going to go for 7 days or whatever, maybe 5 or 7 days. So I'll maintain that fast. And then when I'm done with that fast, I've already bought a certain amount of pear and everything else. So we got, what was the last weight? 214.6. And then I come back to, so I didn't post this morning. Let me take this down. 214 minus, and this is yesterday morning about the same time. It's on the program we're doing this. Well, I did the weight testing was on the thing, right? About the same time in the morning. Today was a little early. I did my weight test about 4 o'clock in the morning because I woke up 3 o'clock and I could not sleep back. One of the side effects I realized if I went off 2 times, went off at the high end. If it was in musical terms, it would have been a high note to suggest it would have been high note. Went off totally. And so 214.6 minus, oh Jesus Christ, how I end up there? 214.6 minus 209.6. So 5 pounds I've lost since. And again, I only use the washroom 1 time in the morning. This would do number 1 and number 2. So waste, all the solid waste would have add up to maybe an average, because you've seen the comparative here, add up to 1 pound. And I'm still urinating, so still there are liquids in the body that is coming out. And I think 1/3 of the weight that I lose on a daily basis would be weight. So I've lost 5 pounds from yesterday to today. My ultimate goal is 200 pounds. So I got maybe by this weekend to lose 9 pounds. The intention is I'm going to go on liquid. Yeah, that's okay. So I'm going to go on back on liquids between 11 and 12 o'clock today, and a little bit of salt inside. So that is the salt, sodium will be able to take the liquids right away to the cellular structure of my body, transport it all across my body. And that is going to start doing this work. I'm going to be re-energized. I'm still going to be doing my 5-mile walk in the evening. So it's going to be water, reintroducing acids in my stomach. Water mixed with lemon juice. I'll be drinking a lot of lemon juice. Teas and coffees throughout until the weekend. If it's 5 days, then it will end on Friday. If it's 7 days, then it will end. My fast will end on Sunday, about lunchtime. But and here I like to you. The saliva in the back of my throat dry, right? It's like froth. So on the liquid fast, I'll be going either up to Friday or thing. But after that, I've already bought a certain amount of pear because I'm looking at pushing this diet that I'm on extreme. I'm looking at how far I could push it because I might be able to go to 195. How am I going to do that? I already get a bag of walnuts. I already get it's walnuts. What's the one was look like brains? What's the any shell? The two nuts. I got two kind of nuts. I've got cheeses. So I've got about 4 or 5 cheeses that I had flown in from the States. Goat cheese and some other cheeses. Is Desiree in? Desiree's in? Let's you bring the cheeses in the bag for me in the fridge, and let's you bring them 2 bags of nuts who I got upstairs. Now one of y'all run upstairs and let she bring the cheeses and let she bring the pear with her in the bag there too, if she not start peeling the pear. So walnuts, no, not pistachios. Pistachios got a lot of sodium inside of it. So I don't want to so if you're on, Sarah, share the live. Sharmila, share the live. Suzanne, share the live. Uncle Ray, what's going on? This the original Ray Rahama? No, they look like a imposter Ray Rahama. This is not the original Ray Rahama. But if there's your name, I got kind of different cheeses. I'm gonna show you guys so you get an understanding of what's going on. This is real. This shit is real. You understand? This shit is real. If I think me spit out me mouth right now, it looks like soap suds. Because I'm feeling it in my mouth. It's like soap suds in your mouth. Right? So I got different cheeses. And most likely I'll be going on that for another week. When I do come off the fast, it will be cheeses, pear. I might have to do that for 2 times a day. But cheeses, nuts, and pears alone. Certain things. Only fatty foods. Because I don't want to do that transformation. Right now I'm in ketosis. My body's only using ketones. Right? So lots of fatty foods before I go back onto my carnivore diet. Right? So I got to look at the kind of liquids that I'm using. And I'm working on different teas, different health foods that I'm going to go on with and I could share with you. Oh, Jesus Christ. How long it take for get a bag? We're in the same building or they gone up on the 8th floor? This must be a 10-story building. I didn't realize the building a 10-story. The elevator I'm walking? Where does she come? Yeah. So what's she doing? All she gotta do is take the bag with the cheese and bring all the bag with the cheese. So walnuts. I got a whole bag of walnuts. Right? Almonds. A whole bag of almonds. And this is dry roasted almonds. Oh, she done cut up the pear? All right, no problem. Thanks. So, this is some of the cheeses, right? Nice whole cheeses. I try to stay away from, there's a Dutch tradition, Gouda cheese, right? There's one of the cheeses. I got goat cheese, right? Kirkland Coastal, right? And all these is nice tasting cheese. You try to stay more to natural than the process. I like that them slices of cheese where you always be eating them that thing there's not cheese. You gotta get real cheese, right? And the original, you guys remember Kerrygold, the original Kerrygold, right? Dubliner, the 100% natural cheese. Said Mark, Dubliner. All these cheeses are natural made cheeses, right? Goat cheese, fresh creamy, right? Kirkland. And you check and see where's the thing distributed by, whoever, right? And the rest are pears cut, but I got a small pears like this. So it's going to be basically after I come off of whether it's a 5-day or 7-day diet, and I'm looking at how much weight I'm going to lose. So sure back the weight thing, I'm at 209 right now. And my intention is to get to 200 in my fast. So I'm losing about 5 pounds a day with my walk and everything else. With the liquids, that's going to balance out. Because my body is going to start absorbing water like crazy. And you could absorb 2-3 pounds of water a day when I start drinking water at 11 o'clock today. My body is going to hungry for water. It's going to be like a sponge and start absorbing water. So the weight loss, you're not going to see. You're not going to notice it right away. Right? So it's going to cut down from now to tomorrow. I calculate with the water that I'm going to drink, although I'm going to be passing a lot of it back out, the body is going to retain because the body is dehydrated, it's thirsty right now. So a lot of it is going to, I'm going to maybe lose 3 pounds tomorrow and 3 pounds, right? So I got to take that. I'll be doing either 5 days or 7 days, depending on my weight loss, because the goal is 200. Now, I want to do a 5 pound move. So when I come, all of this is good stuff. You understand? So, walnuts, almond nuts, the pears, I bought a set of pears yesterday like this, but most of them cut up, right? And the cheeses. When you go for these cheeses, when you check, you gotta make sure is 100% cheese and not too much of additives and not too much of processing, right? Among per serving, you got the calories, you got the fats, right? You got everything in here. So I got, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different kind of cheeses I got. Oh, there's another pair, right? But nice, these are a little hard. But I gonna be running on pears and cheeses for, yeah. So I'll be running on pears and cheeses for maybe a few days more. That's after my 5 or 7 day fast. I haven't decided, and I'm looking at how I lose weight, because you got to be careful with it. When the body transforms into fat burning, right, carbs could throw it off immediately. Fat burning is bordering on how the body feels about starvation. So the body could be in fat burning and feels it's starving. You got to be able to trick the body to understand what's going on, because right away, if you touch any carbs, then the body feel, oh God, I was in starvation. Let me start store up. And you put on back, right? So you gotta be careful and make sure you stay in ketosis, right? So you got clean keto and you got a little dirty keto. But like me, I'm on a carnivore diet, lots of protein. But I'm gonna go in with my nuts, cheeses, and good fats, all healthy fats. And I'm gonna run with that maybe for a week more. When this supply of stuff done, I got break it up. How long the nuts gonna last? Those are gonna be light on the stomach, because right away today, when I start using a little bit of salt in the water, 11 o'clock, I'm gonna do that with you guys and show you exactly what I'm doing and tell you how I feel. And that's also a process I'm gonna take you through. So as soon as I'm making preparations to start to eat, what I do is supply the body with much needed, the stomach, as a matter of fact, with much needed acids. Right? So what I do is mix a little bit of apple cider vinegar, maybe a tablespoon or two, into half bottle of this water. I drink half of the water and throw a tablespoon, and then I drink thing and prepare the stomach. The stomach has acids. Then I start processing my cheeses and my nuts and so on. I eat that, and most likely, normally I'd be fasting on a daily basis. Naturally, as we fasted for 24 hours in a day, but now this is the case. I will be fasting for 18 because I'll do something, eat at 12 o'clock, and then I'll have something for dinner again, a supply of cheeses. When this is done, I'll have my cheeses cut up and set in amongst that I could use. Again, between is just coffee or tea. And I'll have these, and when this is finished, then I'll going back to my carnivore diet. By then, I would have attained maybe my 95, 200 pound. And when I say 95, why I'm really testing, when I'm doing a dry fasting, is to make sure I get out all the liquids in my body, that I could do a test to know what really is left there. Because a lot of time when you're weighing, you are not able, your doctor might be able to make accommodations for the liquids in your body and do a minus. But I need to know what exactly is the fat weight in my body. What is my direct weight? What is my solid weight? At least to the closest point. You can't know, because no matter what, most of all your tissues, even your bones, are made up of 70% liquid water. 70% of your bones, hard bone, is made up with water. You understand? So you have to know these things. And I'm not recommending this to anybody. What I'm doing, I'm being the guinea pig. I'm going through the process that I could come now and be informative to you in the future. And I can tell you where I have come from, being, as one person said, a blob. Right? So let me show you. This is where I came from. Right? This is double XL, used to be tight for me. This is where I came from. Look at my face, look at my facial structure, everything. You understand? My skin used to be tight. Right? Look at that. Imagine my facial structure with beard now is finer than it used to be. Oh, the difference. You're going to see the difference soon. I do it from start and finish. Me and doing pieces. I could show you how I look. When I done, I want to show a six-pack I show you. What I could tell you is that I don't have a tummy. You understand? What I could show you is I ain't got a tummy. That's what I could show you. From there to no tummy. You understand? Me ain't got a tummy, but I got a little skin here. I got a little skin lagging here. Well, when I don't tone up though, when I show you the difference in me, people must watch it and say, that gotta be Photoshop. That's what I want. I want to cast controversy on the internet. Because nobody else in Guyana could show the level of transformation. You understand? Nobody has been able to record it. I have a friend who does 100 and something pounds, 120 pounds in a year. And I'll be including him in my weight loss program and talk. Because he has done more than me. Hello, good morning, Critic, returning a missed call.
Yeah, man, remind don't forget to start taking the talk about Yokohama. Don't forget.
What's that?
Tell your father for to talk about Yokohama.
I was to talk about Yokohama. I ain't done talk about them?
No.
I thought I done. Me don't talk about them. Oh, yeah. No, what's showing you the level of disrespect with them? So I tell them, man, take back one of the vehicle. You might who's buy two, you know, who you know, which customer you know pull up on and say, watch, let me get two vehicles. You understand? I go out of people pick up $29 million in thing. There's the respect, there's the courtesy, that's what I expect. If I call you and say, brother, this is the situation. But what I do with them from I do a whole episode on them. When anybody call me with problem from Yokohama, is lambaste, I can lambaste them. I try to be nice. But this is what you get for trying to be nice. That is what perturbed me with them, because them specifically, I call them every time. I never made it public. I call them every time and say, man, this is the situation. You understand? But then gonna happen no more. Here. We do the hour. So somebody asking for a picture of what I look like now. And no, when I done I show y'all me. You must watch and say, yeah. Real thing. Yes, sir. Are they going for look for a fitness trainer? But don't worry. Every time I hear success is wholly and solely dependent. Oh, I gotta go and do something with the ring. Right? I gotta go and do something with my ring. And I gotta go and do something with them watch. They gotta take off a band, maybe one of the links upon the watch. All the watches them and so get tight. It's only the other watches them where you could band with the strand, the strap bands that you could think. So I'm hoping today has been as informative as always. And the only thing you could expect from me is being real. I don't know if we've covered everything, but you guys could call anytime, and I can't say I'm not gonna go off, but you can call and say whatever you want. Stay real. And say whatever you want. Stay real.